and then I wake up, work all day.
Sorry to everybody who watched that show and paid money to see that. Sometimes you try your best and your best isn't good enough. And I feel like I let a lot of people down, but I want you guys to know I love you all. So I got to do some questions here. I'm going to make this real quick because I'm trying to go out, get some food. What is your most nostalgic holiday food? And for me, that's obviously figgy pudding. I'm about to go get some. I love this stuff. I could eat it by the gallon. What is your favorite food spot in Santa Cruz? That's my hometown. Obviously the Bagelery. I love that place, but I'm still trying to figure out how the heck I can get some free bagels. Because these people, they used to give me free bagels like 3 times after I did a big interview and I gave them a shout out, and then it just stopped. And now I'm paying full price and I got to tip these people way too much. And I don't really like to tip people, especially not GrubHub drivers, but everyone should tip GrubHub drivers. So if you guys are getting food, you need a tip. But for me, I'm a celebrity, so I can get away with anything. Let's see. Trapped on a desert island. 3 foods, easily. Figgy pudding, bagels. And I'm going to have to go with hot Cheetos. And I think in a lot of ways I look like a hot Cheeto today, so I think that fits perfect. If I was able to travel back in time and see the Del Pickle Family Circus, what circus snack would you pick? And that's an easy one. I would definitely get the fried pickles. Del Pickle Family Circus has the best fried pickles around. I've never had anything close to it, except for at the boardwalk. They got these fried Oreos. I love those things, but you know, sweet, savory. I need both. What was the first album you had on repeat? So the first album I ever bought was the soundtrack to Zoolander, and that was on accident. I thought I was buying the DVD. And what ended up happening was there was a DVD version, and then there was another version. I thought they were both the DVD, but one of them was a little cheaper, and you know me, I'm very cheap. And so I just bought the cheaper one thinking it was just a better deal on the DVD. Turns out it's the soundtrack to Zoolander. So that's pretty much the only thing I listened to in high school. And there was one song that was super annoying, and me and my brother picked it as our alarm, so we would listen to that every day. I started music very young. What got me hooked? Well, probably that when I was playing in front of the teacher, the other kids would get super jealous when they saw that I could play. I had crazy moves, and a lot of people would just kind of get upset and jealous, like, why can't they do it? Well, I'm a prodigy, and that's not my problem. Is Ugly is Beautiful truly the last we will hear from Oliver Tree? It's a great question. I have to say there is one final installment. I'm going to be releasing my final album, which is a country album, Cowboy Tears, and that is literally my magnum opus. I spent 2 years making that on my grandparents' ranch, and that music changed my life. Do you have a New Year's resolution? I think at this point, I need to stop eating dairy. I was very ill today, very gaseous, and about 6 years ago, a doctor started giving me these pills so I would stop passing gas, and it works for the farts. I haven't farted for 6 years, but I'm still very burpy, and I think that's probably the dairy, but I haven't stopped, so I don't really know for sure. I can't say that for certain, but I will potentially, if I'm good this year, take a break from the dairy. What is your favorite memory of 2021? I mean, that would probably have to be when I went to the Middle East, and I was in a tree with these goats, and I was singing for these goats, and something I'll never forget. Favorite show of 2021? Probably in Delaware. I played at this festival called Firefly. 30,000 kids showed up in the middle of Delaware. Main stage, it was popping. So Happy New Year. Shout out to GrubHub. Appreciate everybody who helped make this happen. I'm sorry to the filmers who were in harm's way, specifically that one guy who I was kind of beefing with in the middle of the performance. I think he's a good guy deep down, but he was getting all up in my grill, and I don't allow that. Not on an Oliver Tree set, and whenever there are cameras around, it's an Oliver Tree set. So what we saw today was a little embarrassing on behalf of me, and I wanted to say sorry to him and his family, and you know, I'm just trying to be a better person coming into the new year. So I'm learning, I'm just a human, and hopefully I can be better next time around.